SMC 333 brought the knowledge down. Hey. Give him my all. Give him my all. I did. Gave it my all, put all this work in, why would I look back? Wow. And I rise every day like Christ, cause the sun alerts me it's a new day. And I learn to score when the ball's in my course so I can't fall. And I'm casting demons away, I told my angels we gotta go far. And they're attacking the collective in many ways, how you coming at me with your ego? Ow. The phoenix rise from the ashes, come at me, I come boldly. Please stop begging to have me around when you coming at me with cold shoulders. Mad I kept it pushing, get benefit of doubts for so long. Some wanna talk, they mad they couldn't go far, they fumbled the ball. And if you wanted to play, little nigga, I told you to go long. He said he wanted to get to a force in his hand, he couldn't prolong. And nowadays feeling different, stacking all this cheese, no provolone. And I'm coming on these beats to express myself, told myself I gotta remain in flow. You see the corrupt world putting stress on people, I gotta go harder. And it's actually about ease, though I learned from monks, sometimes I rock fleece. And like I say, coming on beats like Kung Fu Panda, you can't stop me. All that talking, slowing up the motion, like close your beak, nigga. Come out, I'm moving swift, cause he was moving slow up on his feet, nigga. Okay. 27 club going up in the world, I've been an OG with shit. Coming on this beat with no course, like, let me do it different. You keep trying to be a critic, you're not built for it, that's why you're not doing it. And I'm tired of seeing niggas thinking they can judge when they're not doing shit. An opinion is an opinion, everyone pulls another asshole. And you didn't get far in life, you wasn't a people person, you was an asshole, okay? 30, 33, don't think they hear me. He brought the knowledge down. Alright. Triple three. Look, said you was okay, look at your face, but you didn't look right. And I wake up in gratitude every day, feels good to see the sunrise. And my brother, we gon' do numbers, lift your head up, and we gon' be alright. We don't want continue rising, don't let them dim your light, nigga. On my bike, look to my radar, seen you wasn't there for me. See you tryna stack cheese, told bro, you can't overlook the numbers.
YouTube and Rumble fam, I see y'all. Let's get it.
I asked him if she wasn't there for you, little nigga, what you got for? I set the plan, made it happen, did a lot of things to shift my energy. Never let the external shift my mood, I stay intact. In the block, I hot as dirt too, when I left that shit felt lighter. And I channel from the source, and the booth come up from the soil, let me spark the fire. All my guys do it big, only know it's for a cause. And why someone I talk, we really walking with the stars. I know some fake, I know some hate, but we don't play those games. I pray to God, feeling good, look up to the sky, I'll come out as a pain. And Brody said he's pissed, went overseas to cop the fifth. He said, I know not to praise the violence, but shit got hot and they triggered him to do it. Got a bag, caught a flight, we just some stars, nigga. Tryna lead your life like a lion, you gotta have courage for it. Bouncing in the Maybach, hit the spot just to talk numbers with them. Use technology to expand our revolution and check daily. Hit me from overseas, tryna get to it, you got cheese, yeah, I'm with it. Some talking revenue, I'm talking profit, losing money, don't know the difference. A lot rap for fame, I rap for purpose, some call me indifferent. Come on, if you in the streets, get to her bag, make sure you utilize the chicken. And baby can't get enough of me like KFC, she said I'm finger licking. She wanna be in the game but can't participate, remind me of the Ravens. Vision since a kid in my life, a movie, but it's not, that's so Raven. 2026, whole new time, I had to call back energy. See me skirting on two wheels, little nigga, now why you when I hate on me. But them baby tryna go to war with me, told her you not my enemy. All my guys do it big, only know it's for a cause. And why someone I talk, we really walking with the stars. I know some fake, I know some hate, but we don't play those games. I pray to God, feeling good, look up to the sky, I'll come out as a pain. And Brody said he's pissed, went overseas to cop the fifth. He said, I know not to praise the violence, but shit got hot and they triggered him to do it. Got a bag, caught a flight, we just some stars, nigga. Tryna lead your life like a lion, you gotta have courage for it. All my guys do it big, only know it's for a cause. And why someone I talk, we really walking with the stars. I know some fake, I know some hate, but we don't play those games. I pray to God, feeling good, look up to the sky, I'll come out as a pain. Got a bag, caught a flight, we just some stars. Tryna lead your life like a lion, you gotta have courage for it. New moon, we gotta vibe into the season, man. Yee! Last one, lucky number 3. Chat. We pulling cards today. It's gonna be a little bit of a cozy live, so get comfortable, get your tea, get your seeds, all that good stuff. Yeah. Tryna roll with the team, they gon' report, nigga. You moving hella loose, all my guys stack different. Ask me what I'm talking about, only truth it is not fiction. We getting jiggy on the beat for the hate, we just shut it down. Rocking with the ancestors, flowing to the top right now. Going to the top now, oh wow. Even though I'm doing good, I'm never looking down. Someone ahead, cause they know I got the crown on me. And he thought he could talk hard, but my guys move me. And I told my baby, stop moving, P, choose me. I wonder if she casting spells around my mind organically. Tryna rock with me, but you don't claim the team. Like, you was never on my side, not surprised you watching me.
YouTube, we're on Rumble, we're on all platforms today, chat. Let's get it. Turn up. YouTube. Drop a 3. Big dubs.
Tryna roll with the team. They gon' report, nigga. Man, you moving hella loose, all my guys stack different. Ask me what I'm talking about, only truth it is not fiction. We getting jiggy on the beat for the hate, we just shut it down. Rocking with the ancestors, flowing to the top right now. Bitch, you ain't that bad. Just quit moving 6:30, ain't no man. Like what the fuck? Bitch, you ain't got no plan. Stepping since 19, I was a young man. And you ain't make a stand. I'm 27, I've been laying footprints in the sand. Man,
Be high. Energy gotta go up, chat. Energy gotta go up, chat. If you shift it, let's get it.
yeah. We was dropping E-brakes in the whip, that's just for pink slips. Watch me warm up my tires, to brother, don't be dunk. No, it's getting to the bag, the mother guys focus on dumb shit. She like it when I'm in my mood, said baby, let's get down with it. See where the work going, getting cold, a lot of bloodshed. Spiritual warfare on the road, gotta stay steadfast. Trans me in the pain up on the track, bet I'ma make it last. And they was in the front, getting attention, was in the back of the class, nigga. And I stay observant, learn to stack my bags bigger. Don't know how you asking questions, but easy to get real triggered. Gotta stand on purpose, that's what's valid. Nah, see many people fumble, they like talent. How you always on the bench, so nigga throw the towel. And how you have no motion, but still piss, I'm scratching my head. And they got nothing to see, chanting on the moon, I just keep breathing. And you can talk down on my name, I shine my lights, I'm like a beacon. Gotta watch how you move trees and lead into your downfall. And don't give it too much attention, SCW stand tall. Watch some run they mouth, I speak my truth just so my guys can ball. And the hate only comes from the bottom when I see a step on. Hit the gas on 335 on the freeway, we just tail fishing. I'm channeling from my spirits, my nigga feel different. I'm shifting all of my moods, fifth dimension, still living. Bitch, how you moving hella sick, you is not that different. Huh? Yeah. Man. 33. I don't think they hear me. You brought the knowledge down. We was dropping E-brakes in the whip, that's just for pink slips. Watch me warm up my tires, to brother, don't be dunk. No, it's getting to the bag, the mother guys focus on dumb shit. She like it when I'm in my mood, said baby, let's get down with it. See where the work going, getting cold, a lot of bloodshed. Spiritual warfare on the road, gotta stay steadfast. Trans me in the pain up on the track, bet I'ma make it last. And they was in the front, getting attention, was in the back of the class, nigga.
If y'all ready for the breakdown, how's the new moon shift for you? I know you want the tea. I know you want the tea. Be patient with me though. Be patient with me though. We gonna get into it at 10 minutes in though. 1 more minute. Let's get it. Make sure you share the live. Make sure y'all share the live, man. Hit that like button too, all that.
Bag money making hits.
Simply triple theory, brought the knowledge down. And I had to separate from a few. When you go into the top, you might got to. And when I let it go, felt my soul fall too, but didn't need a parachute. I've seen many throw their life so way over a broken heart's not what I'm going through. Learn to stack a bag with integrity, feel good to see it through. I see it through, shining from the source, so many thoughts coming through. And I learned to bring my heaven down to earth, materialize out of molecules. And I made a promise to myself, I see many fumble the ball, they ain't having it. How you hating on me, cause I'm stepping to it, but little nigga, you never plan for it. And I said, bitch, why you push my buttons like that? I seen did that once before. Let me cook another therapeutic fizz, I don't worry about horse. And no, I'm not saying you was one, but knowing your heart, I wasn't focused on them. And show no faith and belief in the vision, and yet I hurt too. Sometimes it's hard to follow through a good actions, I don't blame you. Forcing your hand at my breaking point, why didn't you do it when I said I believe? Come on. And I wasn't even asking for much from you, it was just communication. And not many people to talk to, but when I spoke to brother, he understood that. Be careful when you move forward, you know your old frequency try to pull you back. Like a baby mama try to spin by. I can't get my heart, I'm not about that. 333, Trinity, talk facts, so I got it tatted. And I had to separate from a few, when you go into the top, you might got to. And when I let it go, felt my soul fall too, but didn't need a parachute. I've seen many throw their life so way over a broken heart's not what I'm going through. Learn to stack a bag with integrity, feel good to see it through. And I had to separate from a few, when you go into the top, you might got to. And when I let it go, felt my soul fall too, but didn't need a parachute. And I see many lose their life over a broken heart, it's not what I'm going through. Learn to stack a bag with integrity, feels good to see it through. Sunny day, feeling good, 2 wheels of the GT coupe. Baby touching me like how I move, but she know my boo. And I might see them casting stones, I put it in my tracks and hit a transmute. They got nothing to strive for, got no mind, the world getting trifling. And if I'ma be the only real inspiration, then bet I'ma stand on it. And I learn to rip these tracks in 30 minutes, I'm a master, don't get it twisted. 10,000 hours, more like 100, I feel like MJ. Learn to keep peace, protect your heart, don't get that mistaken. And if you wasn't trying to lock in, why'd you hit me like that, cousin? Like why? I thought I was playing games, I'm by my cheese, no I'm not bluffing. And we might be blunt, that's okay, I can see through all our differences. Even seen so many get back door, forcing bad relations. Hit her up, it's been a year, look at her face, she know my world. You know, if we both made better choices, we'd have been thriving together. And we don't reminisce on the past, so if we thrive together. And to me, I find it funny that when I talk to you, my energy feels like that much better.
Shit, chat. Wowza. Where y'all tuning in from? Let me know. Let me know while I pull this chart up. Let me know in the chats which ones you guys want first. Y'all want the transit breakdown, or y'all want the tarot pull first? Let me know. Put some stuff in the chats. We got IG active, we got Rumble active, we got YouTube active. So I guess I should see something in the chat. Let me know what y'all want first. Taurus moon breakdown and how to navigate the new moon, or y'all want the tarot first? Let me know. Drop a Taurus in the chat. Let me see it. Baltimore, shout out Baltimore, 100%, 100%. Good looks, good looks. Not everywhere, Baltimore, Indonesia. We have people from all walks of life around here. I like that, I like that. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to kind of decide and see where y'all want to go with it. I'm gonna put it in y'all hands, and let me see how y'all initiate in the direction and things like that with the new moon and Aries and things like that. How y'all navigating it? Where y'all at? Have y'all transformed yourself? Have y'all stepped into the new identity? Have y'all embodied the new identity? Y'all know what you need to do and then how to move forward and what you need to initiate for yourself regarding your passions, motivations, and desires. You may need to spark that fire under your ass to get something done. What is it? That's the new moon in Aries, bitch. Let me know what y'all want first. Breakdown, alignment breakdown, or tarot. Drop it in the chat. I'm looking at YouTube, I'm looking at IG, I'm looking at Rumble. Chats are open. Let me know. Waiting a couple seconds and things like that. Oh, we have Orlando. We got Florida in the building. I might be over there. I'm not gonna say too. It's quiet live. I'll be over there soon. Shout out to there. I might be over there for a little bit. So I'm on FL people and stuff like that. When I'm over there, I'm gonna do a live. Maybe we can y'all can give us little tours and things like that. But Florida big as hell anyway. You know what I'm saying? where I'm going, it might be even distance from where y'all at. But yeah, I'm gonna be over there, enjoy some beaches and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all want, chat. At the end, we're gonna do a little bit of a Q&A segment and things like that, so we can get into birthday stuff, personal requests, all that good stuff. You know, numerology, how we do it. You know how it goes. Y'all might be a different crowd, because I know y'all be it's a little early, so we doing these readings a little early and things like that. So let me know, lock in. Let me check Rumble. Let me check YouTube. YouTube right now, y'all is quiet. Y'all is chilling. That's calm. That's calm. That's calm. We gonna see what direction y'all. What direction we going then. All right, we got Leo. No, yeah, for sure. For sure, we got Tarot. Fatima said Tarot. All right, bet. There you go. Someone showing some initiative. That's what I like to see. Y'all hearing, y'all listening. Active. Big ups. All right, let's get into the tarot. Shout out to my lions. Make sure y'all share the tarot and things like that. Make sure y'all share the live with all the peoples that resonate and all your spiritual folks and things like that. This is where they should be tapped into. If they don't know us, they should. Don't be gatekeeping knowledge, huh? I'm playing. There are only so many people you can share stuff with anyway. Let's get into this. It's gonna be cool though. I haven't done a reading in a little while. Last time we did it was for the full moon in Leo, which was an Aquarius season for y'all. So today gonna be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little bit different. That bird is active. Guys, I've had a bird outside my my house. If y'all can hear that on camera, let me know. But I've had a bird outside for making that same chirp for like 4 days straight. I'm thinking it's like a fake bird. I don't even know. Like at this point, I'm like, man, yeah, they just playing. Like, oh, they just playing. I'm like, maybe it's an injured bird. Maybe he's just excited. Maybe he was hibernating for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Brother was hibernating for a minute. He seen the sun pop out, and he said, you know what? Not finished until the summer's done. And he's just been chirping since, like, since a good day, which is good. Let me share my live stream chat with my chat. My bad for the echo. Let me share the stream. Perfect. And then I want to get because I don't like that. I do like the bird, but there's something that like I picked up some info the other day. Like a thought just came in. I'm like, yo, what if it's a fake bird, bro? Yeah, you hear it, right? I'm like, bro, that shit might be a fake bird. I'm like, no, Bap, that might be a fake bird. I don't like how he just chirping like that the same way over and over. Like, it don't sound natural. Tara's channel, 3, nice. I'll make sure to screenshot. MZ said Tara. All right, cool. Yeah, we getting into the tea right now. Everyone who drops a 3 that's inquiring for a reading, you get written down for a gratitude prayer after our reading. After our live stream, we like to send a little gratitude prayers for mutual receptivity and things like that to give back to y'all and clear some energy and things. So shout out to y'all who tap in and drop 3s. Keep an eye out on your DM. Yeah, you should be getting messages and things like that to help book and fill out your details and things like that. And they'll prompt you to pay for the live stream deal or 50 and above. If you guys need something to be worked out when it comes to like payments and things like that, just feel free to message me. Don't be hesitant. If you actually did want to inquire and things like that, don't be hesitant and just let me know, because I'm transparent as well. So let's get to it. No, the bird be tripping, y'all. The bird be tripping. I'm like, I don't know about you. It's been going on for a little while. I don't know about you, man. And it's like actively loud too. All right, anyways. New moon in Aries. Moon's in Taurus, 20 degrees already. About to be in Gemini like tomorrow, tonight, later tonight. Through tonight while we sleeping and things like that. We're gonna wake up in the moon in Gemini. So if you're not that active and talkative and communicative right now, it's just a Taurus energy. This is what it is. People just know how to navigate. Sometimes it's quieter times. People are more internal. Taurus is an internal energy. You know what I mean? So you have to know that it's a quieter day. People are going to be more in their head. You know what I mean? Or that Taurus is a thinker, so at the end of the day, it's going to be thinking about things in the mind compared to expressing it. Don't be playing mental games and mind games with people. But although Taurus ain't really like that, that's more like Gemini energy. Taurus really worried about their own comfort and things like that. So, all right, this is good. I just want to shuffle. I don't know if when was the last time I done shuffled this deck, chat. I don't know when the last time I done shuffled this deck, but well, a month and a half ago, you know, not too long ago, I did, I use this deck for the collective readings all the time, so it's active. I haven't pulled out like a traditional tarot deck in a little while though. But shout out to the Thoth deck, man. Shout out to the Thoth deck. This deck is active. I'm seeing a lot of the Aries energy come through right now too as I'm shuffling. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the chat as I'm pulling through. You know, when I do tarot, I try not to pay attention to the chat too much, throw me off and things like that. It can throw me off sometimes. I don't really be looking at the chat, but there's times where I will. Let me make sure I'm caught up. All right, perfect. I'm caught up. So it's a calm day. You know what I mean? Moon in Taurus is calm energy. At the end of the day, it's Aries season, but Moon in Taurus is calm. And we all honing in on what we initiated on the new moon. So we're all kind of thinking about who and how we need to step into new forms of understanding. Kind of restructuring and reframing the mind. Venus energy. Okay, let's split this. We're gonna do a spread. And then we'll get some clarity. But the most important part of Triple Three's Tarot is always you. Remember that. We're starting off with the bottom of the deck. Underlining theme, the lovers. Okay, lovers energy. So there's definitely a decision, some sort of decision at hand. Okay, the lovers energy is more so decision making and things like that compared to a love situation. But we shall see what the situation and what this decision looks like at hand. Okay. Libra energy, balance energy, diplomacy though. All right. First card coming out. Wheel of Fortune. Nice, very nice, very nice. Any of y'all want, like, yeah, I don't have two angles. Usually I'll have two angles where I'll show my hand and things like that. Yeah, I'm not manipulating the deck and whatever the case may be. But yeah, first card coming out. We're going to be pulling 7 in a row starting from the back after we split in 3 different parts, okay? If y'all don't know how do we do the horseshoe readings, then you can check out the channel, MC333, and y'all get familiar and things like that. But the Wheel of Fortune is a good way to start off the reading, all right? For my Rumble family, this is looking great. Starting off strong. We're starting off good. I like it. All right, and that's in the position of the past though, which is good. So we're gonna pull 2, 3, and then we're gonna continue with the breakdown here. But let's see what we're looking for in your current energy. We have the Princess of Cups. Princess of Cups energy in your current. Okay. The materialization of emotion, new understanding. Okay, this is interesting. This is okay, and then we have Pentacles. Because before I'm going to say exactly what situation this may be, but it can be different for a few different people. The Wheel of Fortune from the past is letting you know that there's soon success ahead, but you move forward. I think you stepped into your success, and this could have been around the new moon. I think you stepped into a version of yourself that you know is going to reach some form of success or something that will be successful or harmonious for you in some way, shape, or form, okay? Success is different per individual. It's not the same for everyone, so keep that in mind. When we say success, you have to create your own definition of success and what is success for you, okay? So when I say success, remember it's a collective reading. Y'all take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, it's one of my favorite things to say during readings. But yeah, okay, we have some fun here. Wheel of Fortune is good positive energy. I think you're going from one position to the next. I think you're understanding your positions and how to navigate these positions, okay? Going from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the wheel, understanding the transition period at hand for yourself, okay? So what is that thing in the past that you know you need to transition to or from, right? The Princess of Cups in the current energy, in the current energy for the collective. Moon in Taurus. So we have this, and it's interesting because the Wheel of Fortune and things like that, then we have the 3 of Discs. We're seeing the earth energy here, the prominent energy here, and it's funny because the moon is in Taurus. I said, we know Taurus is earth energy, forms of understanding, and practicality and things like that. Okay, earth energy. So we do see a lot of earth here. The Princess of Cups is actually an earth energy as well. It's the manifestation of the emotion, of the feeling. So what has been solidifying with you in your current energy right now for you to actually see and feel tangible and understand that this is actually something that you either embody and you know is going to materialize materialize something, or what is it that you already gave birth to based upon the emotion that you've been honing in on, and what has come to fruition from that. Okay, and we're going to connect the dots as we continue moving forward, but the 3 of Discs is a good energy because the Three of Discs, one, this is the hidden influence. And it's a Capricorn energy. It's a Mars energy, okay? Mars and Capricorn. We see here that this can be for many people out there, for many of the collective, my collective. We do see work, right? We obviously know that the Three of Pentacles is a work energy. It doesn't mean that it, you know, is like, okay, you have a job and you have work and things like that, right? It can mean that for sure, but at the same time, it's the harmony. You see the pattern, you see the Trinity. And get that for you. There you go, Rumble. Y'all can see the lighting is a little bright for y'all on YouTube, but y'all straight. So the Mars in Capricorn is asking, okay, the hidden influence. You want something to work and you're passionate about something working out in your favor and things like that. So with that being said, this is what you know is kind of coming to fruition, right? This is what you know is coming to fruition, and this is what you know you're moving forward from, because you know you want something to work out. You're passionate about something working out. So you're seeing the tangibility, or you're honing in on the emotion more so and moving forward from past emotions that may have held you back and things like that, okay? The new moon is planting that seed of intensity when it comes to emotions and understanding the practicality and how to hone in on the mindset around it, because the princess is the materialization of the emotion, of the cup, right? Of the feeling, of the connection, of the water. Sanfura, how you doing? Oh, I hope I said that right. Sanfura, yeah, I think I said that right. Sure. Okay, good stuff, chat. We're good. Beautiful. So we're gonna keep that going. Position 4, we have obstacles to overcome. Okay, and we already see a lot of fire here. We already see a lot of fire from my collective. And remember, this is all signs. So we're seeing a lot of Aries energy coming through. Seeing a lot of Earth energy. We know the moon is in Taurus. We know we just came off the new moon in Aries as well. It's still Aries season. Although we're about to enter Taurus season in the next couple days and things like that. So slide this down. Let's slide this to the side a little bit. Let's get hydrated real quick. You see the obstacle to overcome with the Eight of Wands, swiftness. It's an interesting energy because the swiftness is trying and wanting to get something done quick, right? And it's not really wanting to get something done quick. I think mentally you're maneuvering very fast. You're maneuvering very quickly. Okay, mentally, you guys, the collective, where your mindset is at, I think you understand what you need to do and how you need to reframe these things, right? I think you understand how to take action. I don't think you're thinking about things anymore. I don't think it's a thought. I don't think it's a long process to be like, you know, I have to sit here and overthink how I need to take action. I think you understand the mind's taking action really fast, and your ability to think about something and actually act on it is happening very quickly. But you see, because the mind is moving fast, it doesn't mean that the universe may also move as fast. It doesn't mean that your materialization will also move as fast. Because this is in position 4, we know that it's an obstacle to overcome, a frustration. So there has to be some sort of cultivation of patience, which is another interesting energy, another Taurus moon trait, right? With the moon in Taurus here, we have to slow down. The 4 position is the energy of Earth, and it's letting us know to slow down, and how to slow down, how to kind of understanding how to withdraw. If you want things to move fast, you have to slow down. It's not about how much you force, but how much you let flow, right? Ease is a powerful thing, and direction is more important than force, right? Motion and progress is more important than force in the wrong direction. Okay, so the 8, the 3. Princess of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. In position 5, we're going to pull this right now. Let's check it out. Let's pull the third half. So position 5. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay, Eight of Swords. So I see some... okay. Before I get into that, yeah, y'all want to tune in. Let's pull the next one real quick. Okay, now we have more swords coming out. All right. Okay, so yeah. Let's continue real quick. Oh my goodness. Okay, chat. We have more swords. Okay, more swords. Okay. All right. And okay, that's the horseshoe. So that's our 7. Oh, extremely interesting. Okay. So we look like we have some. We may have some warriors in the collective. Okay. And what I mean by that is you understand what you want to change within your foundation in forms of understanding, mind as well, mindset shift. You understand it. And I don't think you're wasting time. But I think you understand you need to cultivate a level of patience towards these things. And how the mind shifts. I think you understand where you're forcing and where you're letting flow. Because you see the three of Pentacles is that harmonious work, right? The flow. Being in alignment with whatever you're doing, and that is a hidden influence. So we know you're in alignment with what you're doing, but you have to ask yourself how long you've been doing this thing, and have you been consistent for it to materialize, for it to get some sort of tangible results, right? This could be a change in understanding as well towards your work situation, so it can be more harmonious. You see, but it's a tough thing to change your mindset right now towards your work situation. That's what I'm seeing as a discrepancy for some of y'all as well, okay? In position 5, others' perspectives. We have this position here, the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is an interesting thing because the Jupiter and Gemini energy. So you're expanding your mind, which is good. Like these aren't the worst. Although a lot of people that do tarot will tell you the swords cards aren't the best, but these aren't the worst swords cards, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because of how the reading's actually playing out. We see other perspectives, right? So the outside world, I think, has a perception on you, okay, collective, and y'all that whoever watches this, my collective, you'll know you're gonna be tapped in. So there's gonna be a level of work and harmony and things like that, and also an awareness of how other people see you. Okay, with the 8 of Swords and Jupiter and Gemini energy, you may notice interferences or seem like people are interfering with your work or the process of developing this new understanding towards your work or what you need to do, right? And it's not that they're an interference. It's just that they see you spending a lot of time in this thing. And there's an expansion of communication that may be required. Okay? Which is interesting. I think they see, and in some way, shape, or form, people around you, people who observe you, etc., whatever your surroundings are, work environment and things like that, whoever is observing you understands the patience, or they may not understand, but they see you spending a lot of time cultivating certain patience towards your vision, towards your action, and towards making that work for you. And you may be prioritizing that heavily, and you don't want any interference because it takes time to prioritize the foundation, right? And this is seeming like an interference with what you got going on because you have to shape your understanding mentally towards your foundation to have a new understanding. And those are both mental attributes you need to develop to then have this thing work harmoniously for you to then see tangible results, right? But you can't have people trying to communicate with you causing interferences when you're trying to shift something that you have to do in your mind mentally, for sure, because you can't you can't have the same energy going towards you shifting your mindset and then also spending a bunch of time in communication. So the 8 of Swords, 8, remember the 8 is also the energy, the number of time. So there seems to be like someone is missing time from you, and it seems to be there's some sort of work. There wants to be an expansion of communication. So communication and speaking could be very healthy towards certain parties. especially people that you may have emotional connections with, because in position 5, 5 is the number of feeling, emotion, joyous energy, okay, Leo energy. So who do you know that you care for, feel warm about, and actually, you know, value, but you know you're busy. So you may have to communicate a certain thing to these people, places, and things, or whatever the case may be, to signal your energy and say, listen, this is what I got to focus on right now. I can't do everything at once. I'm not a superhero. You know what I mean? So like, there has to be, in order to get things done properly, you have to prioritize, and that's what we're seeing. So we're seeing prioritization towards certain things at certain times with the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. It's timing of action and timing of communication. So I can see you may want to communicate, but there's certain things that you may be dealing with that deals with time, that you may not be too comfortable communicating just yet, because you're still building up your foundation in some way, shape, or form. You're waiting for this thing to work or fall in line. So you have a set of communication you know you want to do, or you know you have to do. You know it's on your mind, but it doesn't. But you don't want to. You're not taking action with that form of communication just yet. Other people though are looking at you and may want that communication from you. Okay, that's because it's in the position of others' perspectives. But I can see someone's focused here. Someone's locked in. Someone's focused on a. See the fire, so it's a vision, if in a form of action. Okay, and Capricorn energy. So we know, and this is passion. You love what you do for work as well. So you know you want this to work out for yourself. It's Mars and Capricorn energy. It's in alignment to your status. It's in alignment to who you are. It's in alignment to what you want to uphold. You know what I mean? You see, we see this card next in position 6. I know y'all can't see that because this card is kind of bright. That light's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Holy. Okay, there you go. Princess of Swords. Okay. Yeah, camera, y'all don't have the lighting over here as bearing as it's on the screen. I have like a center light right over like the camera, so it looks like one of those lights that y'all see, but right in front, so it kind of blinds the card. But on the phone, on y'all on IG, y'all can see it clearly. Oh, sorry, wrong one. This one. Yeah, there you go. Princess of Swords. Okay, and that's in position 6. Position 6, numerology 6, is also where you find your balance, okay, your harmony. And not just that, but 6 deals with the mind and what you're paying attention to, okay? The union of thought and emotion coming together to have a fixated point to say, okay, this is what I want to give my attention to. So, position 6, you're focused on the Princess of Swords type energy, and that's the materialization of the communication. So the best path, and it's the best path to walk, being position 6, where you find the balance, where you find the harmony, things like that, okay? The 6 of Pentacles is a very good omen in the deck and things like that, so shout out to you. Shout out to that energy. Everyone coming through, I appreciate you guys. My bad if I'm not looking at the chat or waving at some of y'all, because I know I want to be focused right now, just make sure I bang it out clearly and properly understood. I don't want to get distracted. But shout out to all y'all in the chat. I'm gonna make sure we do a little Q&A segment at the end. Any questions? Maybe we can do one card pull for each of y'all that's in the live, and I'll do that for y'all. You know, personally, no worries at the end, just for being here. So shout out to y'all. But we almost done here. Okay, so the Princess of Swords is understanding the materialization of the communication, so or the idea. Okay, so this okay, I just picked up something too. This could be 2 things. The fruition of the materialization. So there's something, the thing that you're so focused on that you want to work for you, the Mars and Capricorn energy. It looks like, okay, because for some, sorry chat, I do this at times. But I take my work seriously, so I don't want to give you all bad advice and things like that. But at the end of the day, there's two things that I'm picking up here. The materialization of the thing that you're working on is happening. So I'm hearing, hold the vision, hold the frequency. Don't shift from what you're working towards, because that reality is coming to fruition. The idea, okay, because this Princess of Swords is the idea, and not just that, but the materialization of it, okay, is coming to fruition. For a lot of you guys, especially because in the current energies of Princess of Cups, something may have damn near already materialized, because it's a princess card, and that materialized out of an emotion, though. Okay, this, for the most part, with the Princess of Swords, is some form of materialization based upon communication or an idea. Okay, Jenny, I appreciate you tapping in. Look out for a DM from the page. Okay, you'll be written down for your gratitude prayer as well. Shout out to you. So Princess of Swords is the best path to walk for the collective, and that lets us know that we understand what we're working towards. We understand the patience that needs to be cultivated in order for our vision to materialize, right? We see that other people understand that we're spending a lot of time in this thing and structuring it for it to work. People see the materialization of you embodying that energy right now with the Princess of Cups. Emotionally, it's embodied, so they can see that from you. The Eight of Swords, people can see that, so they want but because you're so focused, a part of my collective isn't communicating to other people right now. Okay, your loved ones, your close friends, you're locked in a way that people kind of, it's a little bit of tit for tat in forms of communication. If you're trying to avoid the tit for tat, okay, it's Jupiter and Gemini on the higher octave side. Communicate towards the people that you have these connections to. There has to be an expansion of communication, and it may be uncomfortable because I can see the connection of the Eight of Wands, the patience. Okay, that's the connection. The Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords being right after. You understand that there's something that wants to be communicated already. I'm pretty sure you understand this, but there may be a form of communication that you want to wait. Like you kind of have to be patient around. But like I said, if you can expand and communicate, even though it's a little bit uncomfortable right now, like something may be asking you to communicate quickly, and you don't want to communicate quickly. That's the challenge, because it's in position 4. It's you want to do it in your own time. But something's here. Aries energy is here. It's like, listen, it's oddly enough applying pressure in a way where it's kind of forcing communication out of you, so you have to be mindful of how you're communicating, because Aries is going to seem very strong. Okay, Madani, I like that name. It's kind of cool how you did that. Check your DM. You're going to be written down for a gratitude prayer at the end of our live stream. For those who book, they always do. Our live stream deal for readings are 50 and above. We give you breakdowns for the current transit, as well as pretty much an astrological alignment reading. So we pretty much break down from your rising sign through your 12 planets, how that affects you, what your upbringing kind of looked like, how you relate to your father figure and your mother figure in your life, and how you navigate that with the sun and moon and your personal rising sign, how your rising sign kind of dictates your life and moving forward. Because we like to do house astrology. So if you know your houses, and you kind of know what area of life things play out in your life, which is cool. First house being house of self, second being material possessions and gifts and talents, third house being neighborhood, community, communication, fourth house being home, family, comfortability, things like that, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 12. So the cards for the collective, the cards are for the collective, Debbie, for surely. So like I say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I know I haven't said that for a little bit because I've been kind of just going, but the cards are for the collective indeed. And once we get to the end, I'm going to give a quick little rundown, a recap of the whole spread. That way we come around 360. Y'all can get clarity. Maybe y'all can take some notes towards certain things, and you can know how to navigate. Okay, so the next time we do a spread, and I'll try to do these spreads, I will do these spreads more often for y'all. I think they're very insightful. Not sure why I haven't done them lately, but I've been doing a lot of, sun, moon, transit breakdowns and astrology breakdowns for people and things like that lately. So I like to save these for the new and full moons. Well, we're looking good, okay? So the Princess of Swords is the best path to walk. So there has to be some sort of materialization of an idea, but not just that, a communication. So maybe the idea is how you want to communicate, and that needs to be spoken about. Appreciate you, Jenny, of course. And that needs to be spoken about. But, okay, you may have to think, okay, how do you want to approach this situation? Just understand that you have to make it physical. So whatever's in the mind and whatever you're thinking about, because we see all this earth energy, which is practical. The moon is in Taurus, so it's likely internal, and it's how we're thinking about it before we feel it. But we felt, you know, with the moon in Aries, we had that emotion of what we need to do, who we need to become. Okay, with the moon in Taurus, it's developing an understanding in alignment to that emotion. When the moon goes into Gemini, what we're doing next? Communicating that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to be moving forward in for Sunday and Monday. So you wouldn't be surprised to have more communication around Sunday and Monday, because we're going into the Gemini moon, which is funny because we're seeing the earth energy, the fire right now, and then in the last half of the spread, the second half of the spread, we're seeing all air energy, Gemini energy, and that's where we're going to be going as well with the moon. So as I say, tarot is you know, connected with astrology, as above so below. It's somehow connected, which we know how I know how it's connected, but it's always interesting and fascinating to see how it's so simultaneous like that. Okay, so the materialization is saying, okay, what we need to do is communicate, and this communication that needs to happen, because people are spending too much time thinking about what you're doing, and it's affecting your work, and it's affecting your ability to think towards what you need to do to materialize and actually get the work to be harmonious and flowing for you, right? So it's like, all right, listen, you got to communicate something, and that's where the Princess of Swords comes in with as the best path for you to walk. Okay, the outcome of this is the Seven of Swords, which is a futility energy. Okay, which the Seven of Swords is not. Let me say this thing. The Seven of Swords is not always the best. Okay, but I'm gonna explain why it's a decent card to see here, because at the end, the Seven of Swords, this is a moon in Aquarius energy. So it's a very, let me put it this way, it's a very authentic formulation. Okay, it's a very authentic form of communicating. Not just that. Not just that. It's a very authentic form of how we're communicating our understanding of ourselves. Okay, this materialization of communication can seem like tit for tat, or war, or not like a war, but like argumentative, based upon your own individual lifestyle and your own individual idea and your own individual ways of making things work and being tangible for you. There's something that's, see, because what you're building here, collective, is unique to you, which is interesting. Because even the forms of communication, you have to, it's a moon in Aquarius card, you have to communicate in a way that's unique to you. Make sure you really relay how you feel about the situation, what you're working towards, and the ideas that you have in mind. Because the ideas that you have in mind are very unique, and people may not understand it like how you understand it. But you know and understand it the way you do, and you know it's harmonious and it's working with the Three of Discs, because we know that it's working with this energy, right? With the Wheel of Fortune as well, you stepped into a lot of abundance. You stepped into a lot of your forms of accomplishment, so you know where to find success. So all these right now coming through are confirmations. But you see, communicating this is you have a very unique situation. For y'all that I'm reading for, y'all have a very unique situation towards what you're working towards, or how you see, or the vision that you have towards your work, and what you want to spend time in. Hearing you could be coming across a lot of new ideas with the Eight of Wands right now. but it may take time to execute, so you can't execute every single idea. You know what I'm saying? You can't execute every single idea. But overall, if this communication and the materialization of the communication happens, and it happens kind of forcefully, and it may seem or come off argumentative, just know to be patient. You know, calm the mind down a little bit, calm the voice down a little bit, calm the emotion down, because it'll get emotional if you can't think diligently, if you don't adopt patience, a patient virtue, if you don't kind of get grounded in your emotion, because you're very intense around what you're building right now. Like, you're not playing with it. Like, you're not playing around. You know what I mean? And I think people understand this in some way, shape, or form, but it's gotta have to kind of tread lightly. With all these swords energy, I think you understand that you kind of don't want to be messed with in terms of allowing how this thing can work out for you. I'm seeing the sword is likely in y'all's hands, but it's really interesting because the swords we're seeing, the 8 of Swords, it's in the position of others' perspectives. So the communication is coming from other people, and that may be triggering you to be like, listen, with the Princess of Swords, as the best path to walk, have the sword in your hand and start slicing shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, listen, bitch. Listen, nigga, I ain't listening to none of your shit. Or, you know what I mean? I ain't want to communicate right now. I got work to do. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Because the sword's in your hand, so make sure you, like, watch your words right now, too, because you can seem a little harsh with your words in forms of communication. Kira, I appreciate you tapping in. You'll be noted down for your gratitude prayer. Make sure to check your DM. Okay, now you dropped it twice. Cool. Make sure to check your DM, and you'll be filling out all your details in the DM. I'll be seeing that, and then it'll prompt you to book via a link. Once you book, send a screenshot to the page, and your reading will get delivered in 24, 48 hours, 72 hours, 96 hours. One of those hours, but usually no longer than 4 days. And the new moon, we're on top of it, so you should get it within a day or two. Appreciate you tapping in with us over here, of course. We're sipping smoothies real cozy and all that. Okay, but what I'm seeing, guys, I think that I'm gonna close out at that. I think I gave a lot of different scenario breakdowns that could happen here. Okay, for those that may be playing out in a relationship. But see, the thing is, I don't just do relationship readings. I don't just do career and work readings. These are holistic life readings. So you have to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and apply it in your life where it is. Because you see, all this earth energy can be pentacles. It can also be forms of understanding within a relationship dynamic. Very much so, okay? It's understanding that you don't want the same old, that there was no accomplishment. You didn't succeed there, so you wanted to step into something new. We see that this right here, the Princess of Cups, can be the materialization of a relationship, right? Because the cup energy is the emotion, and that's really where we find more of that lovers type energy, right? More of that relationship type energy. It's in the cups cards instead, not actually the lovers cards, which is interesting because at the bottom of the deck we had the lovers cards, right? And we said what? That this is underlining theme of this reading is decision making. And at the end of this reading, we've seen a lot of the air. The lovers card is a Libra energy, air sign, cardinal air, right? We're also in Aries season, cardinal fire. Libra is opposite Aries. So there's a lot of Libra type energy that we have to adopt right now, because that's where the earth actually is when the sun is in Aries. The earth is in Libra, that opposition, right? So air and initiating forms of communication is important right now, and you may have to do that, but you may not want to do that. It's like, listen, and that's the decision that has to be made. Like, okay, I have to do the communication. I have to prioritize this thing because this may be a relationship that you value and you want it to work. So if you want it to work, you may have to communicate, because someone's trying to communicate to you, but you don't have the patience. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's important to kind of cultivate the patience, understand that you're building or what you're working towards. Something has materialized out of these emotions, and we see something that can be tangible for those that are more on the relationship polarity compared to a work situation, okay? as I said, the Eight of Cups. If this is a partner, they understand that you're focused, but there's no communication, and I think they want some communication. And not even that, but some communication is required for y'all to keep expanding, to remain in alignment, to kind of have, as you see, the double-edged sword. But that's your sword, that's her sword, that's her sword, that's your sword, his sword. So for the most part, communication has to be had to sharpen each other's sword. It's not like y'all cutting each other. Try to avoid that, you know what I'm saying? That's what arguments are. Just sing, sing, you know what I'm saying? Shing, shing. That's what arguments are. That's what arguments are with words, you know what I mean? But you don't gotta worry about that if you know how to approach it. If you become the initiator, okay? Which is, again, new moon in Aries. You gotta step into that identity. Are you that guy? Are you that woman? If you know something needs to be communicated, can you go do it? Stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Stand on business. And that's it. So the outcome of this is the Seven of Swords, which lets me know diplomacy. 7, again, 777. Libra energy, the lovers. This is connected too. From the beginning to the end, it's connected. So diplomacy, understanding, communication, proper conversation. That's what needs to be had. But the situation and even how y'all communicate with each other is unique, because you have a level of understanding towards what y'all are building. It's a really strong dynamic and a really strong polarity. So if it's on the relationship side for some of y'all know what next steps to take. Okay, hoping at the next tarot reading and things like that, that ending card is a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie to you. But at the same time, the futility is understanding that there is differences. So there may be differences in terms of like authenticity and forms of understanding right now in communication. Like I think emotionally, how y'all may feel in terms of the relationship dynamic is unique at an individual level. Like you guys both see the relationship in your own ways. And that's what may kind of make you guys clash, because how you see it, they don't see it, but how they see it is also very unique, and it's just not maybe the way you see it. So that kind of has to meet eye to eye, you know what I mean? Amangulo, I hope I said that right, but I see you sent a request. We're gonna do some Q&A stuff and some live stuff with the people in the chat at the end, which we're about to be done here as well any second. So just hang tight, be patient with us, and we'll accept that request and see what's up. If y'all have any questions, we may do a 1-card poll as well for some of y'all in the chat. Okay. Let me send let me send a message, but I can't. Hold on, chat. My sister. I'm gonna do something from school. She's moving back home from college. University today. So you gotta go over there to the dorm and pack up all her bags and stuff like that and come back home. Welcome, come back home, sister. Amangulo, all right, drop a 3. Okay, perfect. You're gonna be noted for a gratitude prayer at the end of our reading as well, just for inquiring. And look out for your DM. If our account doesn't DM you, I'll make sure to reach out personally. But you should be getting a DM for instructions on how to put your birth time, your details, location, and things like that as well. Make sure, a reminder that all DMs are private, so you guys don't have to worry. It is a safe space here always. Once you have your details, you'll be prompted with a link. Once that link is locked in, pay, you're good to go. Make sure to send a screenshot so we know, we can confirm and kind of get on top of things the fastest. We pretty much do whoever kind of inquires first and things like first come, first serve type basis. Expect to be delivered around 24 to 96 hours, depending on how backed up we are, but we're not super backed. We have like 6 right now to finish. And I may say, you're fine. You're fine. That's not bad at all. That's light. So, with this being said, chat, I think y'all know what next steps to take. I think this was very insightful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope Replay Gang is to watch this thoroughly. Maybe I'll put timestamps on YouTube. Well, I will, from the time the reading starts until the time the reading ends, because we didn't do too much talking with the chat. So this is a pretty fluid, all straight through reading and things like that. So for my YouTube family and Rumble, shout out to y'all, bro. Skinny, what's happening, brother? We've been live for a good minute. I'm not gonna lie, it's my first time. I'm just checking the chat right now because I was breaking down these energies. But shout out Skinny, shout out to my Aries, that's my moderator and things like that. Shout out to YouTube family. Appreciate y'all. I haven't seen you in a minute, brother. How you been doing? Not gonna lie to you. You're good, you're good. We've been strong, we've been strong. We've been strong. Okay, chat. I think that's about it. Let's see. I want to get some clarity cards. So right before we end this off, let me get the playing cards out. Okay. This is gonna give us the 333 clarity. These are the clarity cards. Bear with me. These are the clarity cards. I know y'all may not see many people do tarot with these, but it's the OG stuff. It's the OG stuff, chat. I don't know about this. Yeah, we're gonna get the clarity. We gonna get some clarity with these right here. Get some clarity with these, okay? We're gonna pull. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do one clarity card, and it's gonna kind of tie the reading all together, okay? To see where our focal point is for our collective, whether it is, you know, maybe relationship, business and career, you know, things like that. We'll see, okay? At the end, we could do one question, possibly. We may limit it, though, because I know when I say we'll do one question, the chat starts flooding in questions. So, like, when I say we're going to start the questions, we're going to do maybe, like, 3 for y'all. So, just wait for it. Don't drop nothing in the chat yet. Drop nothing in the chat yet. Let's get this clarity. Give me clarity on this reading. Let me see. Let's tie this reading together, okay? Spirit, what are we looking at? What kind of clarity are we looking at for this reading? From our collective. Ooh, okay, we flipped, okay, and where we flipped at, I'll show y'all live in hand. What is that? Y'all tell me what that is, boy. It's crazy. Everything is really connected, chat. Look, 3 of clubs, right where we split. Look at my hand. My hands are all in the same the shuffle position, chat. Look, this right here, that's the card we pulling out right here. That's our confirmation. And where we split is the 3 of clubs, which is what? This is like a 3 of wands. Okay, so fire energy. But but the 3, analyzation of action. Okay, so thinking about what actions and what next steps to take. Okay, this bad boy. YouTube, Rumble fam. There you go. We had the 8 of hearts right there. And then let me show you all this right here. Boom. There y'all go. 3 of clubs. Okay. The clubs is our action, but because it's a black club right now, we're thinking about it. And the 3 energies and analyzation. You're thinking about how to take actions. And the actions are about your surroundings, local neighborhood, possibly, and forms of communication in the mind. Okay. Mental energy. 3. Okay. So for a lot of y'all, like, your surroundings are extremely important, and you could be working towards something to where you're curating and controlling more, having more control over your surroundings in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're trying to move out, maybe you're trying to get to a different spot, maybe you're renting a location, leasing a thing, whatever it is. You know what I mean? This looks interesting though. This card is our clarity card. That seems like our split is a little bit of an underlining story, but this is our actual clarity card, and it's a heart, 8 of hearts. And it's interesting because 8, like I said, deals with the number of time. How many times have we seen 8 through this reading? We got the 8 of wands and the 8 of swords, right? And then we got the 8 of hearts as confirmation. So there's a cycle of time right here. It's an ending, also a karmic energy, possibly being cleared out. What I'm noticing with the swords energy here. So there was some sort of cycle for a lot of y'all, and likely a life cycle, likely a love cycle, that is shifting or ending in some way, shape, or form, based upon individual paths, because I think you guys have a different understanding or mindset towards certain things, like a mental frame with this air energy. And then at the bottom we have the 9 of hearts, right? So the underlining theme where we split 9 of hearts, 3 of clubs, and in the middle was the 8 of hearts. So the 9 of hearts is also an expansion in love, right? And not just that, but also opportunity. It's because the 8, the heart, besides love, for those who are like, listen, I'm not in a relationship, nigga. Yeah, so the heart is an opportunity as well. It could be a business opportunity, career opportunity. The 8 is a Monday opportunity. Let's go Lakers. W Lakers, yeah, for surely. Hundo. Shout out Drew. Appreciate you tapping in, brother. I think I've seen you a few times. Shout out to you. So 8 is opportunity, you know what I mean? So that, I mean, sorry, hearts are opportunity. So the 8, you could be spending time, you know, going towards or stepping into a new opportunity, right? Like it's just like a new cycle of opportunity for you based upon some form of abundance, some sort of emotional fulfillment, like we seen with this Princess of Cups, because that's your current energy. So this Princess is the materialization of an opportunity, and it's a money opportunity, an earnings opportunity, likely because it's an 8 energy. Okay, 8 is the number of money oftentimes. That opportunity may help you expand into this opportunity, where it's expansion of love. So a business thing could be helping a love thing, or a business thing can lead to an even farther business thing. The 9 can also be a travel opportunity for some of y'all. So keep an eye out for travel opportunities or things coming like that. Okay, things coming up like that. But that is prominent. All right, chat, Rumble, YouTube, make sure y'all tap in. Very, very interesting. So if anyone had travel in mind and things like that, that can be significant. Especially when we're seeing the 3, the 8, and the 9, because the 3, the 8, and the 9, the 3 is locality as well. So even like your local neighborhood, you're thinking about what actions to take within your surroundings, and that may be thinking about travel opportunities for you. Okay, the opportunities are favorable. They'll be hundo. I'm not gonna lie to you. So like the confirmation with these cards are very nice, and then at the bottom, after I pull those cards, which I set them up like I'll show you real quick how I frame this, like that, right? At the bottom of each side of this is the Joker. So y'all get extra behind the scenes than YouTube, and then at the bottom of this one is the jackpot. Okay, and I just want to show y'all that because the jackpot is a great card. Okay, the J of Hearts is hitting the jackpot opportunity, or the jackpot love connection or love scenario. So it's making me think, chat. This right here, the 7 that we gotta deal with, all right, the 8, the Princess of Swords, the 7 of Swords, all the futility and like tough communication. Oh man, this may be needed to step into a new cycle. Like I don't think it's an argument. It's just a difficult or not a difficult but uncomfortable conversation, because Aquarius energy, it's a very authentic conversation. It's a very unique situation in reality towards you. Whatever it is, it's unique to all y'all individually on that level. You gonna know more than me in that regard. Just look at your life, okay? And then the Joker is wow. And I lifted the deck, and I left one, and the one card got left on the table. And guess what card it was? Another the other best card in the deck, Ace of Hearts. So the Ace is letting me know that a lot of y'all are the jackpot, because the Ace is about you. So don't doubt your path here for a lot of you guys, because the Joker here is the internal epiphany. So it's like you may not realize that this is a crazy opportunity at hand, but you are shifting into something new. Oh, this is crazy. This ended up turning crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This ended up turning crazy, chat. Holy. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of opportunities. And then, not just that, but with all these hearts, probably a love connection through the opportunity as well, whatever it is. I see 8 is money, 9 is travel, 3 is neighborhood surroundings, and then that's black. So it's like you might be leaving your neighborhood. Like, you might be leaving your neighborhood. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck? And then it's kind of like a realization. Like, okay, if I want to build the life I want, you have to do it. So the Joker is the internal epiphany. So it's like, haha, or like the aha moment. You know what I mean? So it's like, listen, this is what it is. Like, if you want to do it, you can do it. But okay, communication has to be had. You have to communicate what you want, how you feel, and then especially this as the outcome, because this is a moon in Aquarius. So it's emotion. It's communicating authentic emotion towards 7 of Swords. 7 deals with people, places, and things. Libra energy, your partners, friends. So what is that unique emotion that you have towards your situation that you know you should be communicating to certain friends that you're connected to. Like, you can't just be like all of a sudden like, bitch, all right, yeah, I'm gone next week. Like, I'm gone for you know, one day you're like, yeah, and the next day you're like, yeah, not see me for like 8 years. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be like, nigga, what? Like, you never told me nothing. Like, you know what I mean? So there is some sort of incentive, like communication towards a certain party or a certain person, maybe certain people, a certain group. I'm not sure, depending on how big your circle is and things like that. Wow. And then the Lovers, a decision, 6, and then under this, the Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness. New emotion, new moon. Damn, this moon about to shift, chat. I'm not gonna lie. The emotion you know you need to hone in on, because if this is not a new emotion, the Ace of Cups is the emotion that you know you want to feel. So I think you understand where you're at and how to navigate that. Under this is the Hangman. New perspective. That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy, chat. If y'all have any questions, let me know. We're closing out. Close that out. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This was good. Yeah, no, this was good, Dev. This was good. 1000%. Had a crazy turn. See, but this is why I love these cards. They always come through. I'm not gonna lie, they always come through. Shocks me every time. I don't know why I'm still shocked, but like even when I'm traveling things, like this is the only deck I bring oftentimes. Oftentimes it's the only like deck I bring. This and maybe this deck, because I use this deck. This is like my collective reading deck. So I may bring this one because I use this deck for my collectives or my interpersonal readings and things like that for y'all clients and things. But it's less likely because a lot of times when I'm traveling, I don't do clientele readings unless it's remote. But this deck right here answers a lot, brings a lot of clarity. All I need is one of these, and then it's cool because you could buy one of these like, anywhere you go. So a lot of times if I'm traveling, I just buy one of these. Good to go anywhere. People ask, why you buy one? Like, walk around with this? Yeah, this is all you need right here, boy. You know what you do, and it's all you need. And it's like, really does pinpoint certain things. Like, really does pinpoint certain. I bet if we got deeper in these, we'd be like, yeah, no, it's crazy. We really be seeing things coming through. So shout out to y'all. Some of y'all, a lot of 8 energy. Of course, y'all are lions. So shout out to my lions out there and things like that. Could be born on the 8th, you could be born on the 3rd, you could be born on the 7th. Okay, these are strong numbers that I'm seeing. You also could be born on the 10th. Okay. Okay, besides that, yeah, we done, chat. Yeah, cleared that out. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyone has any personal questions, I'm gonna look at the chats and we're gonna move forward. Okay, this was good though. This was very, very nice. I'm going to place these cards in odd positions of the deck, as I do. And then we're just going to shuffle away. And I think I had a couple live stream requests and things like that. I'm going to check it out, see if anyone has any Q&As. If not, then it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Okay, cool. What time was that? What's the chat? Oh, never mind. Do. Okay, chat, Q&As. Perfect timing, actually. Perfect timing. Okay, Gracie, 8-8. Oh, nice. And you on the 8th. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that reading definitely resonated. Y'all born on the 8th with the sun sign. Sun sign number 8th. I'm going to do 3. If y'all have questions, maybe we'll do 3 tarot pulls, but I'm just going to do a little numerology for y'all real quick. before we end out. But yes, we're gonna be ending out real soon, real short. I gotta be running outside and do some sister stuff with my university and all that good stuff. Be a good brother, you know. Let's see. So we got 8. Okay, so 8 plus 8, and then we have 76. Okay, 76. Awesome. Awesome. All right, yeah, nice. 2-1. So yeah, life path number 3. Life path number 3. Y'all have the chameleon energy. When y'all step into a room, y'all can soak up a lot of information, which is fire. Y'all with the life path number 3s at 3 energy, and then you have a sun sign number 8. So might be mindful of how much time you spend in certain things, because cycles are important. It's the number of time. Okay, so don't spend too much time in things that you don't like, because you will endure that. Okay. It will start to embody that, especially with your surroundings, because 3s are like chameleons. They soak up their energy of their environment. So try not to be in toxic environments that you absorb that same energy, and you can see how that affects you. You might need to wash that off and things like that, and put more time in on self-care, because you have that environmental energy. 3s though are also funny, you know what I mean? And y'all like humor, so if you're ever stepping into a relationship, make sure you're someone that's decently funny, okay? Make sure it's someone that's decently funny, decently humorous. That would be awesome. And that's the best thing I can say. I know you're a sun sign 8, so when it comes to networking and positioning yourself in certain rooms and people and things like that, developing certain connections, just do it in alignment of ways to make different, income and resources and things like that. The money number and the money cycle is good for you when it comes to the 8s. Jenny, I think you was here for a while, so before I go, I'm gonna break you down, but you're the last one I gotta do because I have to run. They're waiting for me outside right now. Let me see. Okay, 7. It's the fastest I've ever done this shit before. 7, 84. If I come back live again when I'm back, maybe we'll do a little bit more. Where it can be a little bit extensive. But you have that sun sign 28 energy though? Alright, cool. 9. Okay, life path number 4. The 4 is all about work, so make sure you're working. You gotta work. You gotta outwork people to kind of reach levels of success. You probably already know that though. The thing about the sun sign 28, that's also a number of wealth. So be mindful of like who you connect to and who you navigate with. You can develop strong relationships with very wealthy individuals that have strong foundations. The number of wealth is not just money, but like prosperity and resources and what you have access to. Like a lot of times, people may just look to you to kind of pass things down to inheritance, things like that, oddly. But it's that 28 energy, and because you got 4, your strong work ethic, you have a strong mental frame and forms of understanding. People trust giving certain things to you, you know what I mean? So that's a good energy. I fuck with that. Utilize it wisely, that's for sure. One thing about 4s, be mindful of law enforcement and the legal system. That's the last gem that I'm gonna give y'all. Okay, chat, this was a stellar reading. I'm gonna be back soon. Shout out to y'all. Maybe tonight. If y'all want another one tonight, then we'll see. But shout out to y'all. It was love. YouTube family, Rumble family, I'm gonna be with y'all and talk to y'all soon. Okay, we out of here. No even outro track today. You're not doing it. Okay.